river of Evia flows through southern Gryphonia, forming plains and woods in the valley. Gryphian Cossacks of Zavtsia were the first settlers of this land. Their tribes established towns in the valley that were far away from absolute authority. Different from the Gryphian in Zavtsia, the Cossacks and local Gryphons formed a new ethnic, calling themselves the Gryphosian. For centuries, the Gryphian and the Gryphosian shared the plains. Falcons passed through mountains and forests freely. Freedom of the Evi Valley attracted many migrants and merchants to this place, but everything has its end. When Gryphon Empire made its conquer towards Evi Valley in 747, Falcons were no longer free. Gryphian Cossacks in the north were no match for Grover I. Unwillingly, they bowed to the emperor and made a deal with him. According to their assignment, Zavtsia would become a machination of the empire and change their name into Gryphian host. But for those Gryphosians who were living in southern towns, they refused the empire and set their own coalition, the Free Towns. Though the southern Gryphosians fought hard, destiny still arrived. When the warrior emperor Grover II made a great expedition towards the Riverlands in 810, he conquered the Free Towns just in one day. At the same time, Grover II also established the knightly order of Opnikos in Free Towns to stabilize and protect the frontier against eastern ponies. When the time came to the next emperor, Grover III, Free Towns had become one famous trading center in the southern Gryphonia. In 854, in order to keep the southern economy developing, Grover III granted the Sicamion's Southern Continent Company a charter in the southern coastal area of the Free Towns and gave them a monopoly on commerce. The Southern Continent Company brought wealth to the Free Towns, making them a powerful trade center. However, the Sicamion migrants and hustler knights it brought here were making the southern coastal culture divided from the local Gryphosian culture. The combination of cultures leads to a strange result. For example, the capital Riapotu is a native Gryphosian town, a chapter of the Opnikos Order and a trading post of the Southern Continent Company. And everything in Free Towns had changed in 978. The Republican Revolution led by Kermeskai destroyed the empire. Many old imperial subjects declared their independence, including the Free Towns. Without the empire, towns and cities sought strength in unity and formed a single nation. The Free Towns of Gryphus was born, and they chose to elect a council formed by local Gryphosians, knightly order of Opnikos and Southern Continent Company. Though it is not called a nation, different factions and cultures are making Gryphus immersed in chaos. But there's no need to worry about. Gryphosians have experienced everything: the invasion, the flood, and all the crises. But Gryphus still stands. Always stands. Jeszcze Gryphus nie zginął.
Na co nas stać? Bo dziś pokonamy wroga, jaki od wieków na nas wdychał i zniszczy nasze narody. Bo dziś chronimy naszą ojczyznę w jej wolność